Oh no. It's like right out of the show. You said, why did you have to buy a melon? Conceal this melon on your person. You'll be photographed from the front and from behind after your time ends.
Fuck. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Keep this for later. Oh, for shit's sake.
Okay, it says conceal this melon on your person. You'll be photographed from front and from behind after your time ends. Most well hidden melon wins. You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay, so looking at Dean hiding his melon, I guessed that the melon was in his hood and in the front of his jacket, either in the pockets or inside his hoodie. And I also thought there might be some in the lower back of his hoodie. Next, I had Toby, and I guessed that he had some melon in his hood. I guessed that he had some in the front lower part of his hoodie, and then I guess that I can't read my writing. Oh, I guess that he was either holding some or if it was just right in the front of his pants. Grace. I had a few extra guesses for Grace because she did wear a full jumpsuit. And by the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but Grace, thank you for the homage to Mel in season 4, wearing the jumpsuit, as well as taking the stickers and putting them and saving them for later. Grace, I guessed in your hat because you could see it. It was pretty obvious.
They were so amazing, though.
Yeah, it was great, but I could literally see melon. I guess that you had some in your front breast pockets. I could see some melon in that area. And I also guessed in your... around your biceps and around your knees, it kind of looked like there was some there. And next was Dan. First off, thanks for fingering the camera in the before picture. Dan, my first guess was your crotch/butt area. And that was kind of the main guess I had, but just in case that was wrong, I guessed you had some down in your pant legs.
Oh. Well, thank God I wore this hat, eh? Okay. Come on. As luck would have it, this was just out. Mike didn't even cheat.
Careful. None of it? I can cut that out.
Just conceal it on your person.
Go with the light on?
Careful with your...
What about eating it? Could I eat some of it?
Of course, I think so.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay. Just tracing. So my plan at this point is to cut this into a helmet shape that can be hidden underneath that hat. And I'm gonna have to eat a lot, which I'm slightly concerned about, so I might end up using a blender drinking this.
Shame to waste a melon.
You shouldn't eat the seed, babe.
I'm not eating it.
Oh.
I'm just gonna eat it. Oh. You don't usually eat the seeds of this thing.
Okay, first of all, first step, I feel pretty good about this. God, it's so wet, it's so wet on my
130.
Honestly, I could just put them in my pockets. I think that'd be pretty good.
It's so cold.
Oh, can't eat that.
I can't eat any of it. There's no time. Don't look at me. Well, bad choices were made, but okay.
Oh! Pulling the hairs.
40 seconds on the clock. Oh, yeah, it's gonna hurt to come off, eh?
Okay. Excuse me.
And time.
Good enough.
All right. Please come over here. We'll take your picture and we'll see what the concealment looks like. Okay, so looking at Dean hiding his melon.
So out of those, you were correct about putting it in the hood and in the front of the hoodie, but you weren't correct about the back of the hoodie.
So I did get the whole melon figured out, but I did get one in 3 guesses. That's
There
right.
also was a slight issue of his photos not including his feet, so you couldn't see the stuff hidden in the
Right,
socks.
so I didn't guess the socks because they weren't included in the picture.
Just don't
so-
take that into account.
Okay. Next, I had Toby.
So you were right about the hood,
Yeah.
and you were right about the front of the pants. I don't remember if you were right about the...
I think he had some in the back of his pants too. in
I
the
think
end.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
so not completely right. Grace. And I also guessed in your like around your biceps and around your knees, it kind of looked like there was some there, but I guess I was wrong about those 2. But I think I got the rest with the other 2 guesses.
Yeah, so she had obviously the melon helmet,
Yep.
and then she had her chest full of melon, but it wasn't her chest pockets, it was in
That's
the
true.
jumpsuit.
That's true. It wasn't her
And
chest pockets. I
you-
did see. I think it was leaking.
It looked like she was lactating.
lactating. So I knew it was around that area.
There also was the part that was missed of all of the stuff that was in her crotch.
Oh yes, I did miss that. You're right. I missed that. Okay. And next was Dan. But my first guess was the crotch / butt area. So
That was correct because he had taped it to his inner thighs.
yes.
So I'd call that the crotch / butt area for sure.
So I think I did pretty well with the first 4 contestants.
Yeah.
We'll
So
see
now
what's next.
you can mull that over and see who you think did the best job hiding so far.
Okay.
Just a little behind the scenes for your viewing pleasure.
It's when it hits the leg.
I just want to see if you can put your legs any closer.
Joshua, I guessed that you had a bit in your hood. Some around your front pocket area of the hoodie. And also down by your ankles. And I guessed that you ate some as well.
Task number 4. Conceal this melon on your person. You will be photographed from front and from behind after your time ends. Most well-hidden melon wins. You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Ooh.
You done?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It looked like you only put it in the crotch of your pants, but it was pretty high up in the crotch, so I don't know if I can count my front pocket guess.
I don't think I would. I think it's just in his pants.
All right, well then you fooled me, Josh. I did not figure out where the melon was, and I had 4 guesses, so congrats.
I think that was a pretty good concealment.
Yep.
He did have the added benefit of really baggy clothes.
That's true, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, so good job, Joshua. Alright, so for Rob's melon hiding task, my first guess was his butt because it was soaked in the after picture. And my second guess was that he ate some. And that was based on the fact that there were dribbles all the way down his shirt as well. All the way down to his crotch, so I thought maybe he had some in his crotch as well, but my main 2 guesses were that he ate it and he put it in his butt, or in his pants, sorry. Not in his butt, just in his pants. Next was Ephraim. And Ephraim, at first, I thought maybe you had eaten some, but I didn't include it in my guesses because you had so much in the front of your shirt that basically I was really confident with just that one guess. So I put in front of shirt, and then I said possibly crotch. So I didn't actually include my eating guess, but it did cross my mind. Task 4. Conceal this melon on your person. You will be photographed from the front and from behind after your time ends. Most well-hidden melon wins. You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Conceal this melon on your person. Time starts now.
Your time starts now.
How long do I have?
3 minutes. Go.
There's nothing here that I can't change how I look. Does that mean in my purse?
The most well-hidden melon wins.
Cut it up. Can I hide it under my clothes? Conceal this on your person. Okay. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
We're having tacos for dinner.
Can I... Okay. How long do I have?
You have 2 minutes.
A little bit of time. A little bit of time. I bit my tongue really bad. I'm not gonna eat dinner.
You're doing such a good job.
Get out of there, seeds. Okay. Oh, God. Too much watermelon.
What?
Too much cantaloupe. Time.
43 seconds.
5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bad times.
That's cold.
Time's done.
Hold on a sec.
Okay, let's
Photo?
let's go.
Hey, come on out, ladies.
Come on, guys. Jeff, come on. Hold up.
Yikes.
Yeah, I bit my tongue pretty good.
Your bum is really hot.
No, why didn't you tell me to wear baggy clothes? I don't know what to do with this shit. There's nowhere to fucking... Okay. It's so cold. It's so cold. I'm just gonna make it look like I've been working out. Oh, it's so cold.
Time.
Okay, time.
Time.
Just make it look like
All
I'm
right.
jacked.
Time for our photo shoot.
Okay.
All right, so for Rob's melon hiding task,
That was pretty accurate. So he did eat a lot of it, and he did put it in his pants.
Yeah.
He also did go over time.
he did go over time. That's true. So that was something. Did anybody else go over time?
Yes, actually, I'm glad you asked. Someone else did go over time. Grace went over time.
Grace
But-
went over time.
It was not necessarily her fault, as Mike was the one who told her different times than had actually gone by.
What do you mean by that?
So when more than a minute had passed, he said, about 30 seconds has passed.
Okay, all right. I will let it slide. Then I'll give her an extra 30 seconds. Next was Ephraim.
And you were right about him in the front of the shirt. That one was very obvious.
Yeah, it did not look like you were jacked. Sorry, I know that was the look you were going for, but
He did leave it pretty last second there for finding hiding spots.
yeah, was he within the 3-minute times?
He was.
Time limit? Okay, all right. All right, well, I will make my decisions. All right, so I've made my decisions and I'm sticking with them. In first place, I have to put Joshua because he hit it all in one spot and I guessed 4 places and they were all wrong. So congrats to Joshua. And on the other end, I'm going to put Rob in dead last because I basically was 2 for 2 on the guesses and both were very, very obvious with visible drips down his front and wetness in the butt.
He also went overtime.
He also did go overtime, which I was going to dock a spot for that, but I won't. In second place, I'm actually going to put Dan because I did guess 3 different guesses for Dan. While one of them was crotch/butt, it wasn't the part of the crotch that I thought it was in. So Dan, you get a solid second place. And Grace, I was going to put you in third place, but because you went so much overtime, I'm docking you a place. So you're down in fourth place. Ephraim is in third place because although a lot of it was very obvious, I didn't end up guessing that he ate so much of it. So I gotta give him props for that. Grace, you're down to fourth place, even though it was clearly visible in your hat. You did have some in your crotch, which I did not guess, and I took 4 guesses and I didn't find the full melon. And in joint fifth, I'm putting Toby and Dean because I think both of you I guessed 2 out of 3, and I guessed the whole melon in those 3 guesses. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking with it. All right, that's it. You've completed all the tasks, and I have judged all of them. So I'm gonna read out the scores from last place to first place. So in 7th place, we have Toby, a whopping 9 points. In 6th place is Dean with 13. In 5th place is Sister Grace, 14. And with 16 points, in 4th place is Joshua. Ephraim gets the bronze medal with 17 points. And in 2nd place is my brother Rob, which means your winner of Taskmaster Jordan's Birthday Edition is Dan with 23 points. And Dan, you, as the winner, you get to have a dinner out with me, which is the prize. So next time you're in Victoria, I'm going to take you out for dinner, and we can celebrate together. So thank you everybody for participating. I know it was a lot of time, and big thanks to Natasha as well, who put in hours and hours of editing, and we had a lot of fun. So thanks again.